Hi guys, today I'd like to tell you about this fantastic new plugin that I bought recently from a Warrior forum special offer. And what this plugin does is it actually helps your SEO. So for example, when you've got a blog post, you've written a blog post, you know what keyword phrase you've got to optimize for, and what this plugin does is it points you in the right direction. So it tells you exactly what you need to be doing to make your blog post or page optimized for that keyword phrase. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I've used it. Now this is the actual WSO itself, and I highly recommend going through this because it's just full of some excellent examples of what people have done with it. And of course it's got videos and whatnot that show exactly how it works. So what I'll do is I'll head over to my blog now where I have it installed, and once you do have it installed, this is what it looks like. You'll end up with one of these boxes here to the right of your blog post, and as soon as you've entered in your keyword phrase, whatever it might be, you then save your post, and it will give you your SEO score or your keyword density. Okay, now what the trick then is to do is to go and have a look right below here, and you're being given suggestions as to what you need to be doing to get that keyword phrase and to push up your SEO score. So let's take a look now. Ad swap, that's the primary keyword phrase, and if I look in the, well, first of all let's take a look at this. We've got title contains keyword, and I have done that. So we've got ad swap. Okay, so I've done that, and it also gives me a pointer here. So if I click on this little help icon there, it's then actually going to come up with a video that explains exactly
to insert your keyword
what I need to be doing. So that's just brilliant. You really cannot go wrong with this. So let's take another look. So title contains keyword. Yep, title begins with keyword. Yep, it does that, contains it, and it begins with it. Title contains at least 3 words. Yep, it contains 3 words. Title contains up to 66 characters. It does that too. So then we move on to the next tab. We've got the URL. So the SEO URL factors are the permalink must contain the keyword. And if I look at my permalink, which we can see here, indeed there it is. There is the keyword phrase in the permalink. So that's taken care of, and all these things are pushing my SEO score up. Now let's take a look at the meta. Now as you can see, there are a few things that I still need to be doing here to actually improve that score, but I do have a description meta tag containing the keyword. So what I need to do is get that keyword into the description meta tag, and I need to make sure that it begins with that particular keyword in the meta tag, and it's just got to contain it. So there's just some simple things there I need to do. If we look at the heading, and the heading, so let's see, the heading for it is going to be, it's going to obviously be ad swap success secrets as we've got here. That's going to be the heading for it, so automatically you get that checked if your blog theme is set up correctly for that anyway. So that's taken care of. We have H1 tag begins with a keyword. Yep, that begins with ad swap. There's no H2 tag within this particular post, so I would actually need to go in here and actually change something in here. So for example, it could be I need to find a mention of ad swap. So we've got ad swap here, so I suppose I could actually turn that into an H3 tag, but that of course is going to affect the design of the actual post itself, and I don't want to do that. And I can see I'm already in the green here, so I'm already safe in terms of having a good SEO score there, so I'm not actually going to change that, but that option is there for you too. I have an H3 tag as well, that's containing my keyword phrase, so all those things are good. Now if we look at the content side of it, and it's actually gone through and analysed the whole of the article post I've written here, and it contains at least 300 words. You've got a certain amount of density which I haven't reached, and I actually need to mention this to you because of the new Panda update with Google. It's probably a good idea not to be heading for like a 4% keyword density, which is what I believe this plugin is pushing you for. What you want to be aiming for is around about 2% to maybe 3% at the most, because then it doesn't look like you're optimizing your particular page for that keyword phrase. And as I say, because of Google's Panda update, they're much more sensitive to not necessarily keyword stuffing, but kind of really optimizing, ultra optimizing your website pages. So what I've got here is just about right. I think 1.96%, even though it's not green, red's going to be fine. But as you can see, we're going through here and it's offering me suggestions as to what I need to be doing, but as you can see, I've done it already. So Things like it's telling me the content contains a keyword in the first 50 to 100 words. I mean, if you know SEO already, even if you know SEO already and you know exactly how to go about optimizing your blog posts, it's really good and really useful to have these reminders here, because sometimes you just don't want to be thinking about it. You just want to write your post, and then you can go back into it and you know exactly what you've got to be doing, you know exactly what you've got to be hitting. And of course, if you don't know very much about SEO, then you know, of course, that's good for you too. You know exactly what you need to be doing. So we can go through this a little bit more if you like. We've got also another part of this is LSI, and again with the Panda update from Google, this is also very important. So LSI, that's your latent semantic indexing. So really these are all the keyword phrases that are related to ad swapping. So if I click on this button here, it's going to offer me a whole load of suggestions on LSI keywords that I could actually use within the blog post itself. So if I resize this window a little bit more, I should be able to see what's going on. Fortunately, I don't have very much space, but let's see what we can do. So if I scroll up a bit, we can see there's the post. I'm going to make this a little bigger there. So what have we got here as an LSI word? We've got, for example, how to, subscribers, marketing swaps, masterclass, internet products, Facebook, email marketing. Now the thing to do is to actually get some of these LSI keywords into your post. It's not actually marking you on it. As you can see, there's no like tick or cross to say that you haven't got it or you have got it. But what you can do is you can just go in and you can actually drop some of these things in here, wherever it makes sense, of course. So we've got subscriber list. I'm just looking to see where it's going to work. Let's see now. Where would be a good place to put it? What's the smallest size of list? I'll just show you an example anyway. So we can just drop in our word there, like so. So we have that word dropped in. I mean, obviously you can type it in if you wanted to. Let's take a look through it in a bit more detail. So we move on to the next tab, which is readability, and this is quite interesting actually, because what it does, it analyzes the post. Well, actually what's good about this plugin is it doesn't just analyze the post, it looks at the entire page, and there are a lot of other plugins out there that do give you this like SEO analysis of your blog post, but they only look at your blog post. So what this does is it looks at your entire web page, which is more important, of course. So if we look here, it says this content is fairly easy to read with an average grade level of 7 and should be understood by 12 to 13-year-olds. So that's good. You know, this is what we're aiming for, something nice and easy to read, as we've got there. So that's also interesting to see. And then we have other things like internal links. There are no related internal posts or pages, images. We've got these are the images that are being used, and of course one of the things that it recommends that you do is you add your keyword phrase to an image. So let's see, I've got an image here already. I just want to check to see where we're at with that. So in my analysis, have I added an alt key to an image? Yes, I have. So one of the things that you'd need to do is to find your image like this, and then just click on that icon and that opens it up. You're probably familiar with this already, but let's scroll down the page. Actually, we need to go to advanced settings, I believe, and we should have a keyword here. It may not be there at all. No, it's not there at all. I don't know why that's happened. Oh, I know why. It's because there's another plugin I've used that automatically adds keyword phrases to images. But this is where you would do it. So you've got your alt text here. So let's say that was your keyword phrase. Whatever your keyword phrase is for that particular blog post, you put it in here where it's your alt text. But I don't need to do it because I've got a plugin that automatically does it for me, and I forgot for a moment there. Okay, so that's all you would do there. So really, this plugin is a real kind of lifesaver, if you like. It really helps you to optimize your blog post to make sure that you've got everything covered, you've got all your bases covered. The way I go about using it is I'd write out my blog post as you normally would, and then I'd go back into it again and I'd look at how I could then optimize it, but obviously making it sound good and not like you're doing keyword stuffing or anything. It's all got to sound good when you read it. It's got to read naturally when I say sound good. Okay, so let's take a look. Now you don't have to do this with new posts. What you can do is you can actually apply this to all your old posts as well as of course the new posts that you write. So if I go back to posts again here,
and I can actually see all the different posts that I've written in the past. And what's good about this is it's actually going to tell me how they're doing really in terms of their optimization. We've got these columns here like on page SEO score, primary keyword. If I scroll down the page here, it's saying my online SEO score for that particular post is 52.17%. My keyword phrase is WordPress, and so on. You can see some posts are doing better than others. I mean, I obviously have to go into these and improve their SEO score, but you get the idea. And of course, there's the one we were just looking at. And so you just do this, going through your different posts, optimize them for the keyword phrases that you want to shoot for, really. So that's about it. And as I say, it's a really, really good plugin. I highly recommend that you get it, of course, because it's going to help you get more traffic. And not only that, it's at a very, very good price too. I've seen plugins go like this for a lot more than is being offered on this War special offer. So take a look at this plugin in more detail, and let me know how you get on. Hopefully this has helped. Thanks very much, and bye for now.